This is the question of the day. Do you agree with Calibos or not? He says dating someone for long does not mean you have to marry the person. This is Calibos on why he left his ex-girlfriend of 5 years. Tommy?
First lady.
And you wait, if you can say, wait,
my question is, Calibos pese obano onenintna one wari no ana say obane fault. That is my question.
We don't know, but my question also is, unlike men, women have biological clocks. So if you want, no, hold on. If you want to marry this lady, I know men have their ways in finding out how, or, how should I even put it? Men know when they want to settle down and who they want to settle down with. It doesn't have to get to a year or 2 years. You guys just know. So why wait till 5 good years? So assuming she's 25, why try wait till 30?
Young fan is saying, me na me ready. Young fan saying we decide say me ready.
Okay.
Also when you're ready. But him say as time goes on na ye call yenim kakran. Only ye any me ni ye to miss a sign adwin the way dream see and ready me be ready.
Okay.
Debi ameka say me say our any relationship first lady say big na pa pa.
Right.
Do you know why?
Why?
I can be a fool. But who bet me che me answer. Why? Because me ye niema bi a enya wo fe. But since I already decided say our way I want to stay in it no. You always advise me, let me know say ade we anyway a wo ye no. Ebi atome, ade we beboa, ebe say kunim say start a control kakra afi ne ye kontiade ntina ye nya botre ma ye ho. You see you need someone that obey advice you in that. And imagine say me yare and say hunu na de bi ham so me kan we na sebi won so anyanya nsafo ama me na de bia won so ka bibi against de me kana say won so support say na say won so unyi say de na me so unyi say adem say emi say ade abrabo na emi ne pese yebo nipa bebre on ye follow say madam for your relationship na me so ma bambu bi me boa.
Okay, good. I'm glad you brought us to this point. Why do people enter relationships? Because I feel people don't understand the concept of being in a relationship. The concept of relationships, people don't understand. When you enter a relationship with somebody, obviously for some relationships, there'll be sexual activities. For others, it will just be, intimacy without sex. And people have different stuff they do in relationships, and people have different ideas of what relationships are. But I think if you enter a committed relationship, you should have an end game in mind. But a lot of people don't have that, especially the ladies. People just date or they enter relationships because it's something they feel they ought to do. They feel it's something that is trending. It's something that at this point in your life you have to engage in. When you're in a relationship, for me, this is me. When I'm in a relationship with you, the end game is to settle down. I'm looking at somebody I can be with, raise a family. That is me. And so I program myself in such a way that I'm your partner and I'm already a wife. What you see is what you get. And I always say this, look, if you're entering a relationship, you should never pretend. Because this is what causes breakages in relationships or breakups. Do you understand? Because you can't tell me you're dating somebody and you have to be someone else just so they can marry you, only for you to reveal your true self in that relationship. Listen, we all need to learn how to deal with rejection. The fact that you are like this does not mean I have to contain because I have feelings for you. You have to be your authentic self. So I recognize I walk away, not your no. No, Abba.
I said, first lady, say, sana dwe. Ena sana wo put yourself say, go relationship my own funny say dating be kekana me dating. Nemu de me no wo ye nenen, eno ne de kwa aware. Busan say mad do say nim sa adem.
So my sisters, anytime I engage in this conversation with my sisters, I always say this. When my friends are getting married and then sometimes they come to me and like, the whole concept of marriage is some way and I don't know what to do. And I'm like, are you really ready? Why are you marrying
this?
this person? Somebody told me once, oh, he makes me laugh. I said, huh.
So
the day he stops making you laugh.
That is where it comes in, say, never be in a relationship because of something. Shadio. Say, maybe I'm funny say, me no relationship because of one more faint here. This is what will happen. Sorry, nyame mfasa man. Accident bit me see. Wafunu bit me ate.
No, let's even
what the mamen kan is we bi wafunu bit me ate. Ohini bit me afi hono. E hono we di for me. Wa ho ofe na me di wachi de be ware on. Ko. Afi obon say ya setena na me di be di wachi me di amofe de chi na me de be ware on. Afi no ma start be dan su be bi di chiro. But say me share what is inside you.
Right.
Any good things are a wo ho ne say o character ne wo niam bi osuban bi a wo ye na me feel say eno emfedi da. Ebe wo ho forever no. Say no na me di echi na me de wire wo dia. Then I don't think say accident no and I said the ma would for me and a bit matete me no ntem. Because love no wo ho something ya build it.
Right.
Into a bit difficult say when ya deformation be a make side deformation so I can say me yimi ho afim because we deform me. Because me no want na because of so wa ho faint ni mo me tnas because of odo. And the be am ka say me say me no wo ho no me say odo e wo me no mi no ntama onim say me ye obi a me dwon very careful.
Yeah.
Because minim sa ade na me ben me pese me dofo na obe het no so de aba me so.
Okay.
I always want to play a role me metimi ama why okay. Say there be any time bia wani beje wo life because wani ji na me so me nya ani ji.
So I also like the fact that you mentioned love.
Yeah.
You see, love for men and love for women are two different things. They wear a man hold. It's different from how men translate love.
This is how I mean odo. Respect. Me, if you're a lady and you respect me a lot, me when you say that is odo na wadan edition. Do you know what? If you respect me, a bit difficult so obeka say tiami.
Right.
If you respect me, a bit din pa say obeya ade be hurt me because unim say nipa na me no me pese me ye bibia mo ne tiam. Enti anytime bia no obuo no e wo ho de bia mo ni age de bia no ye bibia e kosu ye wo mablabo. The two guys always okay. That is the respect. Okay.
So I want to tackle this from the 2 points. Okay. I know a lot of people say, you even mentioned it when you began speaking, that say relationship and I say aware if you're bang. I also think from this point of view, I also think it's from the man. Now, before I go into that, let me say this. You mentioned love for a man is respect, and for a woman it's affection. Okay. So affection has to do with a lot. Your time, your attention, it has to do with a lot. Okay. Now, moving on to this matter. I don't know if people are ready for this conversation, but we have to have it. It is a must that we have it. So here's the thing. For a man, I think a lot falls on the man when it comes to the success of a relationship. And this is why. You see, when you get married, or let me start from Genesis. Okay. First of all, God made man before he made Eve. You already settled. And my sisters and I, we've been praying the wrong prayers for a very long time. We shouldn't be praying, God, bring me a man. Or God, prepare my man for.
Okay.
The prayer is supposed to be the other way around. Prepare me for my man. Because the man is already there. So how prepared are you as a lady to meet the man God has for you? How prepared are you? Because the man is already there. He's going about his business.
Yeah.
I call back. Okay. So that's number one. Number two, when you attend the wedding, what do they call the man? The bride and let's find out what is the meaning of groom. What does it mean? What does the word mean?
Yeah.
Groom.
About for a bit much
No. Hold on.
The better screen is some will be
groom.
Okay.
Groom meaning, okay? Prepare or train. To prepare or train.
To prepare
or train. So here's the thing. How well prepared are you as a groom, first of all? Okay? If you're a man, your duty is to groom. So I think we've gotten a lot of things wrong. Okay. So we always say, oh, men are hunters and stuff like that. You are just providers. That's it. But you also have to groom. The bride is coming into your life. The woman who's coming into your life, you have to take the time to prepare her, train her to be the woman you want her to be.
And is that particular woman also ready for?
Hold on.
First, maybe to a point and I
Hold
say,
on. Let me finish. Let me learn. Because I can let me learn.
Okay.
So it is your duty.
Okay.
Okay? She's come into your life. Probably she's coming from a dangerous relationship, a broken home or something. But you love her and she loves you. But she's mentally and emotionally not available at this moment. And I say, there's something chaotic that's going on inside her. It is now you, as the man that you are, to take the time. She may not be ready, but that's where you come in. How do you now bring her gradually into a safe space she has never experienced before? Because let's say this, if she's going through all that she's going through and you don't have time to get her out of it or to even help her out of that situation, you may not be able to bring her out, but you may be able to help her. Like, you're not ready. Nobody's ever ready for anybody. Do you think anybody in this world will ever heal? That's number one. We have children. The children don't say, I'm ready to come into the world, but they come. And when they come, naturally as parents, what do? We prepare them. We train them. And that is why a woman will naturally submit to somebody who is actually a groomer, who earns her respect. But the thing is, if you do not know the power you wield as a man, it is difficult for any woman to submit to you.
Okay, you have the point. Your point
Okay.
is very clear. Say, to say the okan, I am said as a man too. Say me yes, I me make sure say obey okay. Me build it, you be building yama, you be with it. First lady, this is the point. Say, am I ready? I am ready to do all these things. But any pana or no or buano, ama what free baby or one, and so I call baby. Any pan is not ready for you. And then I say, okay, you're planning. To say our you can't deny the baby physical was there. So you're planning say, oh, maybe in the few years a day in my aban, you better, you be worry, you busy. But Adrena, the way you numuna, you be queer and see at the be worry. Firstly, oh, say, plan na, me no war, ye enya, ye na, ye be worry no. And do things say, I will still continue say, me no be worry.
No.
Because you're planning, oh, okay, be a 5 years. You 2 years, I can't be 3 years now, you the baby count. What started give you attitude? What started dance to baby idea? So to buy an air say me no one tem. To say, as a bema, me pesa me not na, but what na say, the 2 for, makasacho. Me pesa yenyi say, the laugh is there. Let us build it very well. Say the bear opia one trend. Na, you 2 years. All the far. Now it's their far. No kujina. Now they are kusi anuma. Because so the question is, then me as a man na my ready, I me de boa na won't ready na. Then beam na meet my a bit me as well be issue.
For a woman like that, you can't. You let her go.
Then me think me no better 5 years. Me why me no better 5 years. Why? Because when you're ready. Oh, I had to say, obi say obi no we, and I say obi ye niama basa. Kasade. Any niama bi na ode be kasa atwe na mani panati ase. But say o kasa atwe ni pan ye na adwen say hey, nya na betumi fon. Say ni babujan say do be ka bia be den what ase.
Okay. So now I want to understand something. Because I know that staying with somebody for 1 year, you have glimpse.
Firstly,
No, you will know. Because especially if you're very attentive.
Not someone or you soon agree in the media account. So relationship na o you so adwen de bia o feri e wo niam bebre de bia because we wa adwen say wa adwen na o you so dem relationship wakoma na o de beba ma akoma na gi ade na gina de bia me kasa se me so firstly ye na mo se me de mani hu a mani ka che me se o ho ye fe but akoma no e bia enye o wakoma ni hia there's no communication between me no wakoma no but mani ni che me se o ba we de no ho ye fe. But Akumano doesn't tell me, say no. na ho ofe no eni na ni suban enko. That is where you feel like what me hu etaisi say oba timi hu bema bema we di minyana. Saa so na oba so bema so timi oba so we di minyana. And ni so na hu ni sa, but akoma doesn't accept it say no enkodi a ho ofe na chi meka say ne ho ofe nti oba boa me. Ma wakoma ni decide, but what boys timi she obi na wakoma I say I go for my confidence be say mama ko nipa no na me ne kokas. The moment I need nipa be kasa ampa ne nipa na tawase. That is when there is a communication between the two akoma mienu na kitamo no. Eno no let me montana 50 years mu be for so hatna.
But you see, I also believe marriage is a risk. For you to date somebody is a risk. And this is why I always say it is not a good thing for you to pretend in a relationship, because look, sewo medo, and I respect you, but you have something about you and mommy hold you back. First question I ask myself, can we work on this to make you better? That is number one. Number two, is this something I can compromise on? Say, though it's a big deal, but I can live with it. That's question number two. When you're able to answer these questions and you realize you can't do this, you walk away. Do you understand? So it means that you always have to be your authentic self. It's very important you are your authentic self. Because I've taken a huge risk, but will end up getting divorced because I did not see this.
That is it.
Which is why you always have to come just as you are.
That is
so
it.
Meet me, we stay and we work on it. And listen, for a successful marriage or relationship, it takes two to tango. For those of you who always act, and the way means me, yeah, and the way I can't compromise. Listen, relationships are all about compromise. If you cannot, you have no business dating anybody. You have no business getting married. So all my sisters who say I am entitled to this because he's supposed to give me this, I'm beautiful. I have a master's degree. Let me tell you something.
I am not entitled to anything.
Oh, you're serious?
Oh, yes, serious.
The person is not supposed to be in a relationship.
Calibos the end course. First, Calibos the end course or no. A point to say, one in the panetan, no what I be papa be the money pants one in the bell you. But the Nipana nice to buy papa be the million day.
But my own problem is I didn't know Tina because I'm sure he knew.
But
what's 5 years?
Maybe I know what the cacra. Oh, say sometimes only the 1 year.